You know, the most difficult thing for families who have an alcoholic in their family and they don't know how to approach the issue correctly and they're frustrated and they're just filled with anguish because they don't know what to do and they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. They're not approaching it correctly because they're really concentrating a lot of the times on the shopping list of atrocities that the alcoholic has done. Well, you got a DUI, you're drunk all the time, you're belligerent, you've lost your job, you've got in a car accident, you're putting yourself and everybody around you in harm's way when you get behind the wheel of a car, and on and on and on. We found bottles and cans hidden behind the couch, behind the bookshelves, and all these issues. And none of them, I mean, none of them have anything to do with the why the alcoholic is drinking in the first place. And the thing is, family members are not equipped to be psychiatrists, psychologists, and drug and alcohol counselors. That's not your role, anyways. But the thing is, you have to realize it's not about the alcohol, is what I'm getting at. It's about why they're drinking. Maybe the person had a trauma when they were younger. Maybe, they got raped. That's a real issue for a lot of people. Maybe they were bullied when they were in high school. Maybe they're coming back from war. They have post-traumatic stress syndrome. Maybe it was peer pressure. Maybe it was family culture. Everybody drank, and maybe the family is actually the problem. These are things that should be talked about. The origins of why you're drinking, the stress, the anguish that the alcoholic has gone through, and this is why they're drinking now. It's just an expression of something else. The alcohol is essentially not the problem. And again, this is why rehabs and outpatient facilities and inpatient facilities and anything dealing with uh, getting to the core reason why someone is drinking is so essential. This is why families should really, assist their loved one who's an alcoholic to get into one of these facilities and to continue to go to these meetings and one-on-one counselings and all this type of stuff on a regular basis, because until you really reach the reason why you're drinking, you're never going to solve the problem of why you're drinking. And then once you're chemically and emotionally dependent, then you got additional problems because you're actually dealing with physical and mental addiction. But if you can get it solved before you get to that level, before you get to the later stages of alcoholism, well, you got a much more fighting chance. Families, if they could at least recognize that the drinking and the alcohol is not the problem, the core issue is the problem most of the time. And the thing is, I talk to so many families and get so many comments where families are just at their wits' end at what to do. They have a belligerent loved one, maybe somebody's enabling them in the family, and there's just nothing anybody can do, and they've lost hope. And unfortunately, that may be true, honestly, because that's why it's so important to get things earlier, in the process. Get help to people who have not yet become mentally, physically, and emotionally dependent on alcohol. Understand the red flags of alcoholism and get people help sooner than later. At least recognize it and become part of the solution rather than part of the problem as a family member. And again, if this type of scenario resonates with you and you're ready for some help with your family and your loved one, click on the link above. Schedule a breakthrough call with me. I've helped a lot of families and the alcoholics in their family. Again, please like, share, and comment. And again, we have a Facebook group called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism. It's become a very good peer group, and we talk about these issues and a whole lot more every day. And again, thanks for listening.